What's poppin', y'all? It looks like streamers is getting into beefs over their own rap song reviews now. This started with the Philly streamer and rapper Raud calling out a bunch of people that weren't too kind to his song.
Davo, Silky, Cuffum. I see y'all on the live trolling it as soon as it play. I've been with Rush for 30 days. Turned into old Sam. Now it's hilarious. I see it. I see y'all riding. Yeah, Silky, you ain't respond when I try to collab. You left me on scene. So the fact that it's you hate my guts, my nigga, and that's cool. You can say, yeah, bro, this garbage juice. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm still gonna keep dropping, but them niggas, simple, and I'm standing on it. And the way I used to be thinking like, damn, I don't want to address being on my because I don't want to really make no bad bonds. No, this be Ryan. Pull that out your mouth. GZF side. I don't think I'm Clover now. I'm GZF. This tatted on my hand. You hear me? These are people who say what's up to me, dab me like this in person, and then when I text them, like, yo, bro, like, let's work. It's nothing. It's left on scene. You see what I'm saying? And you don't have to work with me. But from there, and you don't follow me. Like, I follow you, you don't follow back. And I'm not the nigga unfollow on a type tip like, oh, bet. You don't even follow back. Like, I'm a bull. I got my own cheese. I got my own money. You see what I'm saying? I'm not the bull to be like, oh, I'm going to unfollow because you don't follow back. I'm not that bull. So, you don't acknowledge my existence. But I dropped some songs that's hot. You don't react to it. And then something dropped that everybody's saying is, but now it's, let's react to Raud G song. So you could say, I've been arrested for 30 days. And then you pause and there's knee slapper. No, you're crying. You on my...
So you're probably thinking, oh, yo, what did these guys have to say for him to start calling people out, dropping names, and all of that? Well, this was Cuffum's initial reaction that got Raud a little bit upset.
I had a little bit, but that's over now. I'm trying to...
Ew. Oh, God, bumping this in a car. What the f? Ew. Ew.
I've been with Reggie for 30 days. I think I'm Clover now. Show this
What? What hell no? That's you pushing up songs? I be with Reggie. I think I'm clever now. What the f? Like, what did I say?
your 100K. I guess she going now.
Yo, I can't lie, I burst out laughing when he hit the ew, and we left the music in there. We usually don't touch music whatsoever, but Raud, I know you're independent. Please don't come for my head top. I actually listened to this song before even checking out any of the people's reactions, because the first clip I initially saw was Raud calling all these people out, and I was like, yo, what the hell is the song that he's talking about? So the song is called Over. I check out the song, I listen to it, and it really wasn't bad to me. And I think that's how a bunch of people, like, narratives get made around a song, which is like someone just takes a little snippet and they make a joke out of it. But granted, now I know some people are gonna be like, dog, did you hear, are we listening to the same thing? That thing is trash. Hear me out. His voice and the way he uses his voice in that track, it really reminds me of the first song I ever discovered Pressa by. Pressa is a rapper from Toronto. He used to be Blue Feather, like that was their crew, I think. But he had this song on a mixtape / EP that Murda Beats did, and the song was called Novocaine. That was my first introduction ever because I was following a bunch of producers. Well, I was already following rap scene, obviously. This is like 2015 or something like that. And then I discovered Pressa off of this EP that Murda Beats did, which is a great EP. If you haven't listened to it, or if you haven't listened to it in a long time, if you haven't listened to it at all, you need to check it out. So Pressa, he had a very high-pitched voice on this track, and that became his distinct style. And keep in mind, at this time when this dropped, this was 2015. This is Young Thug era, 2014, 2015. I was heavy on Young Thug, not early as in like early for Atlanta, but early from somebody that wasn't from Atlanta. Like 2014, the moment I heard Young Thug, I I was like, this guy's fire. This is amazing. So Pressa hit 2. That's why this song is like, it's okay to me. I like it. And I do think it's going to go up because this is one of those things they're going to hate into success. So that was Cuffham's reaction. But the people that Raud called out for their negative reviews, they would follow up after he name dropped them. And one of them was D-Block Davo, who is boys with Duke Dennis. D-Block, Davo, it's difficult for me, all right? I never really got how to pronounce his name. But he responds and calls him a D-Rider.
DDG and Ben left at the same line for 30 minutes. That's not different. It's because I know them. I'm cool with them. They can laugh at my shit. It's not different. You know what they call it though? That's called dick riding. You dick riding DDG and Ben. You saying that is dick riding. That's the real definition of dick riding. You dick riding them. That's the real definition of a dick ride. The dick riding is, I think I'm Clover now. That is dick riding. Me, Silky, we's not like that. What we doing? We react to your song laughing. That's not dick riding. You picking and choosing who to get mad at. You can't get mad at us, but then with Ben and DDG laughing at the song, oh, I know them. I saw them before in person, so it's okay. No, you right. Get it out your mouth. Get it out your mouth. That's a real ride.
So the whole D-Riding accusations, this we have to give a little bit of nuance because what he's saying is, yo, DDG, Ben, yo, how come you don't get into it with them? How come you're not name dropping them? Well, Raud already said is like, yo, you guys aren't really responsive with me to these other people. And when I drop a song, suddenly you guys have a bunch to say. Nah, I'm not messing with that. So I don't think that's riding because I'll give you guys another example. Aiden Ross and his homies, right? Like his SSB crew. These guys drop wild jokes on each other. Like one of the guys, like they'll be talking about his dead grandfather constantly and they'll meme the hell out of it. And they'll say wild stuff that's crazy disrespectful. You're like, yo, friends are really talking about like dead people, junkies, someone's uncle or aunt or Convy's aunt, right? She does OF. Like, yo, just wild stuff like girlfriends, ex-girlfriends, but that's how they joke amongst each other. So what happened was Sneeko, he like made some jokes that they didn't take lightly to, or he made some jokes on his stream and Sneeko was like, yo, what the hell, y'all joke with each other like that, so what's the problem if I joke about this topic that I normally wouldn't approach with anybody else because I know they're sensitive around it, but I know you can take the joke. And they pretty much hit Sneeko with like, yeah, we joke with each other like that. We've known each other 5, 6, no, maybe 10 years. We've known each other for that long. We have that bond. There are different rules that apply to you. And I think that's fair. You have inside jokes with your friends and certain things that other people should not approach you with and just feel like, oh, no, we could just joke about that. So for him, he's like, yo, listen, these guys are my boys. I know that they're just giving an honest opinion. They're just joshing, right? But if I bang their line and I'm like, yo, that really bothered me the way you said that about my song, they would take it into consideration. But I don't think he's bothered. I think he's just bothered about other things that these people exhibit in their behavior. And he would rather that they just don't chop it up with them at all if you're going to, or don't listen to his music at all if this is what you're going to do. But Cuffham, he would reply back.
Let's see what this Raud said this time, bro.
Cuffham.
What?
I see y'all on the
you and Ninja Turtle
trolling it as soon as it play. I've been with Rush for 30 days. Turned into old Sam. Now it's hilarious.
Because you sounded retarded. Like, was I not supposed to laugh? You sound like Mickey Mouse on heroin. Like, what are you talking about? Yes, I'm alive. It was funny. You sounded retarded, my nigga. Like, ego.
I see it.
You should be.
We
blowing your song up.
You ain't respond when I try to collab.
We blowing your song up, gang.
So the fact that it's
because maybe Silky Don was shaking his hips. Damn. Casa that stopped walking like 3 years ago. Maybe Silky don't want to shake his hips a million times in a row, gang. Like that's what to do with Raud G's. A collab with Raud G's. What we gonna do? Tang off? Like a goblin. Like where did he get his ego from, bro? Like we blowing your song up. Be happy. Look at his nose. What is he talking about, bro?
You hate my guts, man. And that's cool.
Hate your
Nigga
guts.
can say, yeah, bro, this shit garbage juice. I don't go. I'm still gonna keep dropping, but them
Good.
niggas, riders. And I'm standing on it. And the way I used to be thinking like,
Yeah, bro, the song is fire. Gang, I laughed at it.
like, damn, I don't want to being on my dick because I don't want to really make no bad bonds. No, just be dick riding. Pull that dick out your mouth. GZF side. I don't think I'm Clover now. I'm GZF. Tatted on my hand. You hear me?
What the f does GZF even mean? Like, what is he talking about? Just, like, how you mad? You said the lyric. How you gonna be mad to us? Oh, ain't no Clover. You should have said you said the lyric. Dumb. How you mad at us? Cause we reacted to your stupid ass lyric, my nigga. You riding. You riding Reggie. That's not even the big bro in Clover, gang. How you gonna feel like you in Clover because you hang out with him?
He's definitely right that they are turning the song up, and we're gonna get to Raud even admitting that a little bit later. But here, I think it's fair. I mean, he's like, yo, we get sent the song, or we find the song. You're in the streamer universe. You're in the streamer community. In our galaxy, there's different galaxies out there. You're in Cuffham's galaxy, so yeah, he's gonna react to something that you put out to the public. You can't make him not react to it, and he thought it was funny. The whole like, yo, I'm D-riding Clover, especially anything Kai Cenat related, things that people want to be a part of. You know, they've got, yeah, I swear, Clover is like The Rock. Like, everybody wanted them Rockefeller chains. Everybody got iced out with the Clover chain. And, you know, people is just trying to get proximity to that. Proximity to what's hot. So I understand them talking about it from that angle. But I don't know if Cuffham addressed the relationship that him and Raud have. I don't know if they have a relationship. If they don't, or if it doesn't seem like Cuffham is the guy that would air him or ghost him or not work with him when he was trying to get into contact with him. Like, Cuffham, he does not seem like that type of individual. And also, he is the type of person where if he doesn't even know you, yeah, he's gonna react, he's gonna clown, and he's gonna make his jokes, he's gonna get his jokes off. But Silky is where it seemed like Raud was a little bit hurt with how he had been treating him, and he would respond to this.
Raud, you were supposed to pull up to my crib. We had a whole stream planned for you, everything. You went to go be on Max's PBM just as the background dancer. What are you talking about? You pulled it out your mouth. What are you saying? What the f? What? What are you talking about? And I still was tight at you for that. I said, you know what? You do your thing, bro. I can't be mad at you. I can't be mad at you. Like, you was going crazy on bro's stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be mad at you, gang. But when I'm telling you I'm doing my own from my own stream, you mad at me because I didn't pull up? I said, you not my man. Yo, King, I was in the Clover crib, in your face. We chopped it up on stream. Oh, now why you glitching? Nah, because Monty, then tell me, pull out my mouth like I'm proud of him. Like, I searched up his song. Like, I searched up this song and said, let me react to it. Bro, this is so lost, he doesn't understand how stream work. Gang, there's chatters in my stream, right? I have real life chatters in my stream. I have real life mods in my stream. You know what they do? They send a clip. They pin the clip. You know what happens when they pin the clip? They say, yo, Silky, look at this. I click on the clip, and it's your... What the f***? Like, what the f***?
This was described perfectly. And what he's talking about is that Plaqueboy Max, he was dancing for some Plaqueboy Max stream or something like that, which it was funny. The clip was funny. But it's not like Silky just pulled up and said, okay, guys, today we've got a segment and it's going to start off with Raud's music video that we have to react to. This is how naturally a stream usually goes. Organically, it was probably popping or clipped from somewhere else on TikTok or something like that. And people were like, yo, you know Raud. Because Silky clearly said here, like, yo, you didn't pull up to a stream that we were doing or we were going to do, and we were kicking it offline or off stream. So if these guys are kicking it, that means their communities know that they're kicking it and they're cool. So it makes perfect sense that they would drop the song, and then if the mods are pinning it, that's how they react to stuff. If you just ever look at Aiden Ross stream when he ever goes live, which is never, unless he's just doing gambling, then you see people just pinning stuff. The mods will pin a link and then he'll just react to it and give his take. So that's the same thing here. And you could could say like, yo, if that's your man's, like you're locked in with him, you just play the song or you see what the chat is going to do and you're like, yo, you guys aren't going to bait me into that. But I think he just gave his honest opinion. He clowned him just like he would clown anybody else if the song sucked or he thought that the song sucked. He gave his genuine response. Davo would also respond to him getting clowned by Raud and deriding, in this scenario, Duke Dennis.
Oh. Me and Reggie from the East Coast. Do I got East Coast boys on my wall? You paid to come paint that on the wall.
That's my hood. I'm from there. I'm like, what are you talking about? Matching logos on the wall, nigga, that is me and Duke hood. That comparison don't even make sense. Like, what are you talking about? Me and Duke, we from the same hood. Rep the same thing, because that's our homie. That's our dog that passed away. What are you talking about? So what? Me and Duke riding, what you trying to say? I'm riding Duke because I got D-Block on my wall and Duke rep D-Block? Is what you trying to say? It's 100.
So he's right. Yeah, D-Block is their hood. I think they even did a vlog. I even know that. And I'm not really tapped into Davo and Duke Dennis like that. Like, I know a little bit of the history, but I know that they did a vlog. I know that's his hood. I thought that they were actual brothers for a very long time. I didn't know that they were just like quote brothers, because like I'm not gonna get into my rant about the term brothers and the evolution of bro from blood brother, and you're like, wait, like what do you mean by that? I'm not gonna get into that, but I do think it's fair here where he's saying like, yo, listen, like this is my hood. Everything just makes sense there. And Raud would address the defense that he had for why he wasn't as upset with people like Bendadon and DDG reacting in the way that they did.
Now it's different. Bendadon, DDG, I talk to them. If they got an opinion and they think it's hilarious, cool. But for who not even cool with me, that never noticed me or text me back, but now they want to search it up. Them. You feel me? The fake shit just get on my nerves. That's what got me mad. Not the internet. The internet trolling is fine. Cause when they see me in real life, when I just was down there in Philly, and they was like, yo, I've been with Reg for 30 days. I think I'm clover now. I laugh. See them laughing? I know y'all not even genuinely laughing. It's haters. Ain't that's what get under my skin. Yeah, I could say, yeah, bro, this garbage juice. I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna keep dropping, but them riders.
I think this might be a little bit one-sided, because the way that DDG laughed at it. If Raud was reacting to DDG music and he was laughing at it or calling it bad, would DDG have the same reaction, be like, nah, that's my man's? Nah, I think DDG would be like, yo, I thought you were my man's. Like, why are you laughing at my song? You could have just not reacted to it or show love. That's how I think DDG would react, with how sensitive he is to not criticism, but to people that he thinks messing with them and them talking about him a certain way. So I don't know if that's reciprocated both ways between DDG and Raud. Ben is a jokester, and if they've got a good relationship, it's understandable. He's like, yo, Ben's gonna joke. That's what he does. And these other guys, I don't think they genuinely hate, because they would constantly, like, for example, I'll give you guys Bruce, drop him off, and DDG. Bruce he was a hater of DDG. I don't think he actually had hate in his heart towards DDG, but he was like, this guy's a joke, and I'm gonna make him the butt of every joke. Similar to how Smoke Perp and Lil Pump and that whole era of junkies were trying to make J. Cole the butt of every joke. Now J. Cole made himself the butt of the joke by having his Honda break down, playing one game because he couldn't get his like full visa to the basketball thing, like pulling out of the beef, and just every single interview that he's done thus far this year. So J. Cole has made himself the butt of the joke, but that's an example of them not really hating J. Cole, Smoke Perp and them, but they were just like, yeah, he's going to be the joke. And I don't think that's what these guys are doing. I think they just saw a moment. This was a moment for a song, and they just laughed at the song and gave their honest opinion. That's it. But he is correct to feel the way that he feels. But people felt that he was dissing because D-Block is it's named after one of their homies that died. And they felt like things escalated and got disrespectful. This is the thing. Raud is going through it and he streams. That's why I don't know why he didn't give Silky a little bit more grace, because now they turned it into, oh, you dissed his dead homie's block. And now Davo's upset. And then Raud reacts to that.
If your homie passed, then you should understand me shouting out my homie. You just said, bro, me and Duke, bro, we always joke like that. Well, I'm not you and Duke, my. I didn't grow up in North Carolina and I'm not from D Block. I don't know that y'all make sucking noises to each other and tell each other to chill. Frankly, it sounds my. Simple. I don't know that. So when you do that to me and you call me a dick sucker, of course I'm going to be mad you call me a dick sucker. Hey, Raud, you dick eating. I'm going to say, no, you dick eating. If a nigga come up to your face and say, yo, you a bitch. Now everybody acting like they got the ultimate, they acting like they not human and you got the ultimate, they got ultimate self-control to the point where they just going to call you a bitch to your face and then you just going to be like, okay. Davo was trying to make it seem like I talked about his dead folks. No, I didn't. And if you took it as that, I apologize for that. Because nobody's going to talk about my mom and I'm going to take it lightly. If you still want to feel a type of way, then you. Simple. Because one, I acknowledge what I said. I just told you I wasn't talking about the deceased person. I don't know the person that passed. I don't know your history. And you can't expect every to know your history book. I don't know your history.
This goes to that point that I was telling you guys about, where he's like, yo, y'all joke like that. That's cool between y'all. But we don't have the type of relationship where that's cool between us. And I think it's mature of him to apologize if he received it that way, which I don't think this guy was intending to just diss his dead homie. That's something that the chat played up, which just goes to show, the chat, they're just after their own entertainment. They don't give a hell what ends up happening. And then Raud would go into roast the hell out of Cuffham after Cuffham's response.
And for Cuffham, bro, that nigga looked like a tight ass cheek. That nigga, he used fart sounds on his soundboard. His whole aura is disgusting. I don't take him serious. He stay in that funky ass crib. His carpet dirty as shit. He got money for Dracos and Hellcats, but his carpet dirty. Like, I'm not really worrying about him. I don't take him serious. Simple. I've never took him serious. As much as he want to say, yeah, I got more money than you and this, that, and the third, well, I got money too, man. So as a that got money, I genuinely enjoy life. So Cuffham's never going to get under my skin. The nigga's ugly as shit. Like, genuinely him being like, yeah, bro, you look like a mosquito and this. It's like, Cuffham, you're hideous, man. Like, no, genuinely. Like a haircut wouldn't.
I do think this is a little bit fair. Not the appearance part, because frankly, I don't care about any of these people's appearance. But the back and forth between them is funny. I do think the song is going to get turned up, like Cuffham said, like them clowning it. It's one of those situations where, like I said, I don't think the song that was bad. It's kind of catchy. And it's one of those things, like, remember when Munch came out by Ice Spice and people were like, this is trash. This is trash. Who the hell likes this? And then it just went up and up and up and up. So that's what's going to happen here. So he should be thankful to the haters a little bit. And then Raud addresses the whole deriding accusations for Reggie, which is like, yo, the line is, I was with Reggie, they think I'm Clover now.
Give to them. I shout them out. I post them. I comment. I'm a real homie. Y'all don't have no real homies. Everybody around y'all fake is riding. And this, that, and the third. Y'all don't have no real friends. I got a friend that I was broke with 6 years ago, and then we just did a show called Swap that made us thousands of dollars. And I can't say, oh yeah, when I was planning Swap with him, I can't say a line. What are you talking about? Then they're going to clip it, and they're going to say, oh, he's mad the song is. Nobody's mad about the song. The song is going up. That song will hit 500,000 in the next 7 days. 500K by yourself. Simple. I'm not mad. I'm happy. God do everything for a reason. I prayed and thanked God. I literally prayed and thanked him.
I think this is real talk, but a lot of people, they didn't see that. That's the thing. People don't know the history between them. They just think Clover's lit, you not Clover, you not in any clique, which is one of the things that I've been talking about Raud for at least like a year plus, a year and a half, and he's been blowing up. He used to rap. He still raps, but he had gotten into it with one of the rappers, OT7 Kwani, because he scammed him for a feature. And this guy, he built his own base of fans that rock with him. They don't need to see him interact with a bunch of people. They don't need to see him in Clover. So it's funny when people are like, oh, you trying to be Clover. A lot of these people in Clover, if they weren't collaborating with other people under the umbrella and they were just alone streaming, they wouldn't have, number one, most of them just got put on by Kai Cenat. And number two, they wouldn't be able to exist outside of these collaborations. Whereas this guy built it up. His fan base is there for him. They're not like, yo, bring this guy on stream. Yo, what is this guy doing? Nah, he's just doing his own thing as an entertainer. And he's known this guy for 6 years, and you could see like he was joyful. He was happy for him. And the fact that they're still cool is dope. It's like a Kai Cenat and Speed to a degree, even though they weren't tight. Like they kind of blew up a little bit, and then they became cool, and then they just blew up out of this world. But they're going to have a different relationship and affinity towards each other than people that just met when they're already in the game. And for him to constantly be shouting him out and showing love to him, they're cool. They're friends. But the majority of the audience was only introduced to Reggie from 2 years ago when they were broke. Nobody knew who they were. So now people know who they are separately because they've both got their own career. They're all both doing their own thing. So they're going to think you're D-Rodin because that guy's brand that he's associated with is bigger. And it's dropped on a song, so they're like, yo, you not them, little bro. It's just all in good fun. But I hope this song continues to go up. That's really the biggest victory you could possibly get. I mean, this is the most attention the song is going to get. And I don't think if a song resonates with people, they are not going to stop listening to it, which is good for you. Even if they think it's a meme, they will ironically listen to it until they finally say, you know what? I kind of mess with this. And you can see that in the comments of the song. So I'm glad that they're smoothing these things out. I do think Silky was correct here where he's like, dog, if Silky was in contact with him and you reacted in this way, I don't know. I don't think Silky's lying, to be honest. And I don't think Silky's got hate in his heart for another individual to just want to clown him all the time, especially if it's somebody that he's kicked it with. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments, especially of the song. You mess with this song or not? Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'm going to see y'all in the next one.